Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
They go play action. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards that time. Cousins now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. Going deep for... That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. They run again on first down Lynch. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
36 foul.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 44 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun.
To throw, Cousins. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. And this is Cook with a grab. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Play action now. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Hey, no, easy.
Now Cousins on 4th down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 45 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On second down now, it's Carson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. First down, the run with Lynch. Anthony Barr in on the tackle. 7-7, our score after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
Mike 54. Exit. 14.
On second down, it's Carson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Being chased out left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They go quickly here out to Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Wilson gives to Procise on the delay. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. This is caught. The end result, 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Good route kick.
After the sack on first down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there.
23 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Gun.
First down, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
Watch the 48. Leave it. Ring up 48. Hey, Charlie.
Final play of the half. Cousins going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
All day, baby, all day.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They run the counter with Cook. And some room to roam now. Trotty. 10, 5, touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 50 yards. yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. They've done a good job of holding him down in the first half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Throwing is Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They run again with Carson, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And he's got room. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And oh my goodness, this is nowhere close. Well to the right and no good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got
in a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. A big play there, Cousins to Thielen, 54 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first-and-goal situation.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll run for it with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Second and goal at the Seahawks 7-yard line.
On second and goal, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown.
Good job.
Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2. Now Cousins. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Alert, alert, alert.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Sliding out of the pocket. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. On first down, Procise. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down. On second and 7, Wilson. And that is incomplete here. David Moore, the intended target, and that'll make it third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And a big turnover there.